trailer parks where you buy drugs, not you know.
Yeah, not your grandma's.
Not your grandma's drugs. The other drugs.
Yeah, it's crazy because I would not mind living in a trailer. Not even like for like a second, because I don't care that much. But
Yeah.
But if my neighbors sucked, you know, or they were all over my property all the time or whatever, I'd be weirded out. Or if they were like walking by my windows every 10 seconds, that would piss me off.
Yeah.
You know, but if I was a young guy and I didn't,
dude, I remember.
It'd be so cool.
$170 a month, man, for a trailer. That's not even. I mean, obviously that trailer park's no longer there. You know, it's an RV park now, but still.
The slumlord couldn't make any more money, huh? Couldn't pinch any more pennies.
Well, I honestly, I mean, you know,
no,
he didn't do shit, but it was nice. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I think it was like $250 rent to own. You know?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's a hard deal to pass up, man.
I mean, like,
you'd have to buy like 10 trailers, and then you do that to people.
Yeah.
And then you expect them not to be able to pay it off.
Let's see here. So let me see how much money he was making.
Or you even collect like the rent on the property, huh? Holy shit!
36.
It's a goddamn hustle.
He was basically selling those trailers for like $90,000, but if you stop paying, you know, like you didn't get the trailer, and then it's not like a mortgage. You know what I'm talking about?
90,000. How long does that take to pay?
900,000.
900,000.
Let me do that math again.
How long does it take to pay off a $90,000 trailer for $250 a month?
360 times 250 is $90,000. So 30 times 12, because that's a mortgage. You know.
Wait. 360 times 250.
Yeah. So
where'd you get 360 from? The mortgage payments?
30 years times 12 months is 360.
250 times 360. Oh, okay. And how much was it? 90,000.
90,000. But here's the kicker: how are you gonna? I think it's called like a trust. You know. Mm-hmm. So if he loses that money, like you don't get shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like if he crashes his own business.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I think that happened too, man. Fucking poor people get screwed out in Kansas so fucking much, dude.
Yeah, it's exponential. You know, it's like if you get a little bit of money, you can do almost anything with it. But if you have to get just a tiny bit to do anything.
Yeah.
If you don't have any and you can't hold on to any, it's like it's diminishing returns because everything takes money. You know, that's that Matthew principle or whatever.
Well, they have like they pay higher taxes. Poor people pay higher taxes in Kansas. Like it's just weird, man.
Why?
Because they hate poor people for some reason, and they love it. I like you know when you visit and you forget like, oh yeah, this is why I left.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody was like kind of stupid. You know,
they're
like over here,
one
like
dimensional.
Yeah. Like you talking to people, and they're like, "Oh, remember that time? Like someone brought up 20 years ago, I got my ass kicked on a bus. You know?
Oh, damn it!
And I'm like, all right, yeah. Don't like your kids are here. We're swinging the piñata, and you bring up that I got my ass kicked 20 years ago on a bus. You know?
Wow, dude. That's the kind of shit that they remember. Well, I think too.
What a fucking tool, you know?
Well, it's just.
I was like, yeah, man, 20 years ago I got my ass kicked. What have you done since then?
Well,
you own a home?
We get, dude. It's.
Oh, dude, I was about to get into a fist fight at a kid's birthday party. Dude, I fought 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Jesus,
dude. I think sometimes, man. I swear to God. There's a lot of people that's a feather in their cap to be able to bring up a shitty story about you. You know?
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I caught you doing this one time, getting fucked up.
Hey,
you know?
Remember when you were 13? Like, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, fucking A.
Yeah, remember that one year you were 13?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah, 2002. That was fucking wild.
I think it's funny because when I was growing up, I would laugh at all the shit that they would make fun of me for, and it barely affected me. And then I swear to God, if they were to bring it up now, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? That wasn't me. Yeah, like, that wasn't me. You know, or something like that, because I would be like, when did that happen? It was so passive and flippant, except for there's a couple things, of course, you know, that I will always remember.
Dude,
forever.
I remember getting to a fist fight at a fucking I legit, so I flipped off the bus driver, you know, because he wouldn't pick me up, and then the kid told on me so I wasn't able to ride the bus. You know? Some kid hyped me up. So I just got on the bus anyways, and we fist fought, and he kicked my ass, even though I was the one who ran on the bus, to fist fight him, and he just beat the. I mean, he beat the shit out of me, you know.
It is what it is, man.
Dude, I flipped. You were so badass, and flipped off the bus driver. Fucking, that's my, whatever I said,
yeah.
You ran up on the bus, like I ran inside the bus,
Mm-hmm.
Fist fought the kid who told on me and lost.
You were planning on like exiting with like a front flip outside the fucking bus.
Listen, I was 13. I had no way of thinking. An older kid hyped me up. Said, what I would do is I'd run up on that bus and smash him.
Yeah.
And I'm like 13.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should do that. Like that? Shit, yeah. Dude,
I got my ass kicked, and he brought it up 20 years later. And I'm like, yeah, man. We're at your nephew's birthday party.
Oh, you should be like, didn't your parents die recently?
Yeah.
And then right after that, and he's like,
his mom was there.
His mom was there. Be like, or no, didn't your dad just die recently? And he'll be like, yeah, why would you bring that up? I don't know. I thought we were talking about stupid shit.
Oh, see, I wasn't that smart. I was just I was just bringing up.
I'm never that quick. I can do that in hindsight.
Dude.
Everybody's 10 out of 10 on the hindsight.
No, I was just like, yeah, man. What you been doing since then? Kind of like that's what I said.
Yeah, you got to catch him back.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna fist fight you at your nephew's birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll drink the beers.
But at the same time, if I keep drinking these fucking beers and you bring it up, fucking dolly, dolly, dolly,
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the head.
You'll be my pinata, dude. I don't know. It was fun though.
Maybe I got lucky that nobody ever saw me got my ass beat. Maybe.
Oh, dude. I'm so glad I got my ass beat in 2002.
Yeah.
Not
later than that.
Because that would be a viral video,
Bro, I was thinking about that. Like all the cringy shit I did.
Yeah.
It's just now they have it's like the whole.
They need to censor that shit. If you're under 18 and you get your ass kicked, it should be off of TikTok or YouTube. It should be gone, dude. It's embarrassing.
Well, you know what they say? It's not that we have worse stuff happening to us. This shit's always been happening. It's just now we can document it.
Yeah, I don't want my document of me getting my ass whooped on the bus 20 years ago.
It's like an English guy.
This is where he runs onto the bus again and then gets smashed in the face.
He came in so hard.
And then they like put like a fucking. Back then, what would the meme sounds be?
I don't know. It'd be a spring sound. You know that? Bow. Bow. Oh, it'd probably be a Jackass theme, like rip off. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. And just me getting slammed in the back. Yeah, dude. Fucking.
That one came back the other day. The one where it's like somebody once told me the world. And it's the one where the baby busts his face, or like a kid slips on something, and it's like, like he's running and he's about to jump on a skateboard, and it's like and it stops, and then he lands on the skateboard and he's fine, and then like he gets tackled off by like a dog or something, and it's like somebody. It just gets the rest of the song. That one's making a comeback. I was gonna say that shit sucks. I would fucking hate that. So yeah, and especially at family gatherings, because that's when everybody's a little loose.
Yeah, man. Like
they'll say some shit like that.
Damn it, dude! You gotta bring that shit up. And I'm still talking about it because it hurts that fucking much.
This many years later.
I'm like, God damn it!
You're processing it.
20 years ago, we got into a fist fight on a bus.
Why is it like that when we're kids? Everything seems like an anime or like some fucking cross. Like you've been fucking done in. You're done forever.
So this is your world, right? And you haven't experienced getting your ass kicked on the bus. Well, sucks. Probably ain't the worst fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're not some dude who threw his life away. Fucking, I told you about Don Cherry, right? The fucking or that guy who used to be a supervisor, and now he's asking for money.
Did you? Let's see. That's the one where did he work with you?
No, the guy was working with me, was training me, was talking to this homeless guy, and then he was like, as he was leaving, he goes, "Oh yeah, that was so and so. Yeah, man. He used to hold the 400-meter record at Montbello High School. You know, like
Whoa.
that. Yeah.
Some people, that's who they believe they are, and they can't change, I guess, huh?
Well, that and like, you know, he was on a corner. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta have some pride, but like, I don't know where it's going with that story. You could be that guy, you know?
Anybody could. Everybody
Yeah,
has to see that.
yeah.
Dude. Anybody could. And then you could see that. Then you can sympathize. You know.
Yeah,
But
like,
it's when
that could have been me, you know?
easily.
But instead, rather than whipping that kid's ass and leaving me down a life of whipping everybody's ass on a bus,
Yeah.
you know, fucking, I got my ass kicked and fucking moved on. Yeah,
That's that's the school of hard knocks. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a tuition right there. Get your ass beat like at least once.
dude, I came in so fucking hard too.
You did.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I like I had gloves on,
Uh-huh.
but like I threw them down like a hockey player, you know,
Yeah, you were.
and
oh,
like
I
just
see.
charged them, and
God.
like I got like one in, but I was like, you know, I wasn't much, and he was like significantly bigger than me.
But the fact that you were on there, you were hoping that he would be like, oh fuck, this guy's
No, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was gonna smash him, even though I never like
really.
lifted weights or like knew how to fight. You know, like,
You were just like, he's gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that.
yeah,
I get that. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like,
did you see the video?
anyways, I'm throwing balloons at his daughter. You know, just play it. You know, but his son walks by, and I didn't do this on purpose, but like I just put my foot out. You know, and he just fucking tripped over my foot.
Whoops. Whoops.
Oh, no, I'm not joking. I really did that shit.
This is for this because your dad right here.
I mean, like I could have just moved my foot out of the way. You would have been fine. But I just left it there, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, trip over it.
Well, they say you're never supposed to walk in front of your family members like near their feet because
Yeah.
Nobody's above the trip. No,
Yeah,
but
so
nobody.
we're over here. I'm throwing balloons, having a good time. Accidentally, on purpose, tripped his son. You know?
Yeah, she taught him a grateful lesson to look at his feet.
God damn it! I don't know. I feel like a bitch.
No,
met a
man.
dude who or not met a dude who I remember is back in school, you know? And I go, "Oh, what happened to that dude?" You know? We go, "Oh, you don't know? He just got out of prison." And you're like, "Oh, okay."
Oh shit, one of those guys.
Yeah, he's jacked as fuck. He works at the grain elevator. You know, I'm looking at pictures and I'm like, "Oh shit." You know?
Grain
Like,
elevator.
so like they store a bunch of food, you know?
In those big ass silos.
Yeah, and then they ship the food out. They call it an elevator, but whatever.
Okay, I think.
And it's hard, dangerous work, you know?
Yeah.
So, and they don't want to pay anybody anything, so they just get like guys who have no option to do that type of work.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And since it's labor, it's kind of like it's always existing.
Yeah.
Okay. He said, "Damn, I knew a guy that went to prison, and I don't even think he did it. I think he just knew somebody that did it, but because of the code of silence,
Yeah.
between that shit,
Oh, dude.
between being gang related or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like that's what got him a bunch of years,
Really?
a bunch of years. I think like 30.
30 years?
Yeah.
Do they have good time in Utah?
No, they don't.
Oh, my God.
They have Arctic Circle.
Arctic Circle?
Arctic Circle, yeah, that's kind of like our good times, but it's a little bit more.
Oh, no, good time as in like, so in California, if you get sentenced 10 years, you stay out of trouble for 5 years, you get released. Cuts your time in half.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just know that it was all over the news. This dude, they had like a bunch of robberies on the Wasatch Front, is what they call it. And then they had, it was like a crime spree between like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
And then on the fourth day, they went to St. George, and they did a robbing in there. I think that on the fourth one, and all of them they used guns, and on the fourth one, they actually got caught, and that guy sentenced to 15, got out in 8. On the 8th year, he had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend left him or something, and this is my buddy that was with this guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Went with him to that dude's house, and they killed the dude. And because he was there,
Yeah. Accomplice.
an accomplice, yeah, so he got 30. Well, I think he got total of 34.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old was he? 20, 25?
My age, 34.
Oh, so he I mean, there's no point of getting out at 68.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Like, but that was the code. I think that was the code. It's just like you don't say anything.
Nah, dude, I would have snitched on him. Like, I don't give a shit. If I'm in that gang culture in life, you know, like, I'm not doing jail time for your dumb ass, you know?
Yeah.
And
they wouldn't do it to you, and they'd expect you to do it first, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, fuck that. Be a man. Just say you did it all, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking throw yourself underneath the bus. Then leave me out of it. I'm a young man. I have a future, you know?
Yeah, and the thing was, they were both the same age.
Yeah.
Both the guys that did the shit.
Yeah, but if you know you did it, you know you're going away from a long time, just be like, oh, yeah, so-and-so, you know?
He didn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah.
Bliggity blue, you know? But no, they're serving together. They're serving...
I would kill that dude.
Yeah.
If I got 34 years, I don't give a fuck, you know?
I think for these guys, it's kind of like... You marry your high school sweetheart, and your high school sweetheart at 22 gets like huge and worthless. It's just like you got handed a shit hand, and that's just part of life.
Yeah.
I think that's how they think.
Better hit the gym.
Yeah. Better. I better
I'm
hit
talking all this shit, dude. Hey, dude, this is my second or third day without a cigarette.
Congrats, man.
Oh, thank you.
Are you taking gum or anything?
Nah,
Going
so
forward.
like I just been driving, and I don't know if that helps, but it kind of did. And then like going to Kansas for a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
kind of just helped too. And so right now I have cigarettes in the house, but I threw them. And I don't remember where I threw them. So like,
You're kind of.
so I'm like, oh, okay, the demon's there. It's gonna take effort, you know.
Yeah,
But-
that's a really good.
And
idea.
if I start searching for it, you know, I'm a junkie, you know.
Yeah,
So I'm like, oh, I'm doing junkie shit.
it's
Hopefully I won't lie to myself, you know.
It sounds like you had this conversation with yourself. It sounds like I'm addicted to cigarettes wholeheartedly, and I finally admit that to myself in reality. You know, you could say it and be like, I'm addicted to this, but like it feels like your actions are kind of like protecting yourself from making the mistake almost, and then knowing you have to make the mistake is what's keeping you from doing it. Like for example, if you're an alcoholic, you know, I got to the point where I was stealing money, and when you're stealing the money, you kind of say to yourself like, I'll get her back, I'll pay her back every single time until you black out, and then you forget how much you stole or what you stole, but you still feel guilty. Right? So what you'll do is, if you were to try to not steal money, be like, hey baby, hide that money from me. Don't tell me where it is unless I ask you.
Yeah.
And then like if it gets really bad, I can ask, but then it just also shows, you know, my shit.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. You got like a little thing going. No, I think that's fucking awesome. I think it's awesome. It means that you're on the right path here.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I gotta quit carbs, bro. I've gained like 15 to 20 pounds, man.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. And it's so annoying. I was doing jujitsu at home with my wife,
Yeah.
and we were like, we were doing Gracie Combatives on DVD. Have you seen those?
No, but I imagine, was it like the recent ones recently, or was it like ones from like 1999?
I think they're from 1999.
Like when DVDs first came out.
Yeah. And they were recorded on DivX.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on DivX, and we were watching it, and my wife, while she was practicing high guard, and I'm supposed to try to like bump her off, I could feel my neck muscles getting pumped with blood, and I was like, I haven't had that feeling before, and I thought I was thinking,
I think you were just in love.
that's how I show my love. My traps are trembling.
Yeah.
They know they love you. No, it was just like, I was just like, oh shit, and then I was like, get off, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like she was doing more work than me just laying there, and I was getting tired. This shit sucks, bro. I was surprised because it was fun for her. She actually liked that they go over it at different angles, but she hated that we're both different sizes, and I need to have a partner or something like that.
Yeah.
And she needs a partner too.
Yeah, I might break your chest, man.
Huh?
You know, if I get on top of you,
Yeah.
you're gonna be tired way sooner. You know?
Exactly, and that's what I was trying. I was letting her do all the movements, but I got tired fucking being a good partner.
Yeah.
My plants are looking good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm so really happy with them. I flushing them right now. After that, I hope to get all this shit going,
Yeah.
and then we'll see how the mighty glue is enjoyed. I'm thinking about making a bunch of edibles with them if I get the rotary distiller, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice, man. Get
Oh.
some plants going and shit.
Yeah.
How's your shed, dude?
Oh man, I wanted to work on it and then I didn't do nothing. I did nothing on it. I cleaned the floor and shit, but I still got to replace two. I don't know what they're called when they're across the floor. What are they called when they go across your house? The wood beams.
The
On the-
joists?
Joists. I got to replace like 3 of them. So
Wait. Like the stuff that holds up the structure?
yeah, they're like black and messed up. It's nasty.
Just on your shed, right?
Yeah. Not on my house.
No, yeah. Who gives a shit? It's the shed. Push that shit to the limit, dude.
Push the wood to the limit.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't bad until people started falling through the floor.
Oh yeah.
So that's the problem. But my next move is replace those joists, those joists, and then hopefully I don't know how would you get rid of like fucking moisture from growing under your shed? You can't, huh? I think we already had this conversation.
Don't you need like a crawl space? Like if
For your shed?
Well, yeah. I mean, like if it's either crawl space or like concrete.
It's like a brick flooring.
Okay.
Brick flooring is what it is, but it's not. It's like bricks with dirt. It looks like it used to be a floor, but dirt grew up and touched the side of the shed.
Yeah. You would either have to get like a slab of concrete, or you would have to raise it up and have like a little crawl space.
Okay.
And like little openings on the side so that the moisture can get out. I think so. You know.
See, that's what I was
Because
thinking.
if you just have it just on the ground, you're never going to get that moisture out, you know? And plus the snow and the rain, and it gets on the sides, you know?
Okay, yeah,
So-
and that's exactly what's happening is snow and shit
Okay,
like that,
yeah.
I want to turn them into my gym, and then I want to turn the other one into something else, but I'm not sure what.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just like I got to replace those two, and then after that I can make my gym and shit. And then invest in grass for my house, hopefully. Yeah. I saw that they got the gutters.
Yeah, dude. They did a great fucking job. They did a pretty good job, man. I like it. I don't know. After seeing them do it and looking like, and I saw them how they were doing it, I was like, oh, I could have done that shit, you know? So I kind of regret, you know?
It's that dude. I swear to God, construction is them showing a guy one time.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get any contact off this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's them showing one other guy how to do it once, and then the one guy doing it 10 times, and then feeling like an expert. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm that guy.
Dude, I could show you. I could show you how to repipe things. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit ain't hard at all.
No.
You know? You just like, oh yeah, this is what you do. You get your old pipes, get the new pipes going along right next to the old pipes.
Mm-hmm.
That way you kind of know where everything is. You know?
Yeah. Do you take your measurements?
Yeah.
Measure twice, cut once.
Even then, it's kind of like, oh, okay. Like if you fuck something up, like it's kind of easy to fix. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is the salesman, and then they get experienced techs, I guess, huh?
Yeah. But like the guys doing my siding, dude, it was only 2 of them. And like they were like Chinese dudes or whatever, you know?
Really?
Yeah. I thought they would be Mexican, but they were Chinese.
Chinese, or like American Chinese?
No, like Chinese. Well, you know, I'm pretty sure they were citizens, but I'm not sure. You know, like I couldn't really understand them.
Would they cut you off in line at the store?
Listen, if there was, you want to know what they'd be pretty good. They know how to like get their way through a riot. You know?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
They worked really well, in fact.
Yeah. And they were working, and like I was like, man, that shit ain't hard. I'll do that shit, you know.
Well, what was it? Just wearing a couple of masks and then
They weren't
popping the
even
shit off
They were even wearing masks.
to pull off the asbestos.
I mean, they were Chinese though, you know. So like they probably roll differently.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they don't give a fuck. They're in their 50s, you know.
They were in their 50s.
Yeah.
I wonder if they hire independent contractors through the other company.
that might be possible. They did a good job though.
Yeah,
Like
it looked good.
So like they just covered it, you know,
Yeah.
and then they had like a 2-layer system. So I don't know.
I was thinking the other day, I was like, maybe that's what they did to my house.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
my
just
house-
they just cover it. They don't remove the asbestos because it's hazardous waste or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think so. So like covering it, they say is the best option, or encapsulation.
Did you do the math and find out if you could have done it for cheaper? I mean, obviously you would have saved like maybe $5,000. Okay, but on top of that,
Dude, I could have did it for $9,000.
for real,
Yeah, I would have saved 13.
how much? What did they use to cut it with? A handsaw?
I mean, like I would have used shears, but yeah,
They used shears.
yeah, they had like a little tables. They just had like woodworking tools, man, and they had like something that they like would cut it with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just used a saw at that point, you know,
Yeah.
or like little shears.
Meh.
You know, I was like, oh, whatever. And it was and like I would start here in the back, and then I'd go up in the front. That way, by the time I get to the front, I'm halfway decent, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't look that hard.
Right, you're like warmed up in the back.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll fix this later, you know.
Yeah. That's another thing they don't tell you. It's like when people make your hamburger or something like that. There's like, it's not like the whole burger's perfect. Sometimes there's like a darker spot, and they'll just like flip the burger, put the cheese on the other side. It'll be the last bite you take, you know, or maybe the first, you know, like if it's not good or anything. But you never really notice,
Yeah,
you know. The banana in a banana shake, you don't know if that banana was perfect.
I bet you that banana's fucked up, you know?
bruised.
Yeah, bruised as shit, but
Yeah.
they load it up with so much sugar, you know, kind of
Yeah.
like how they do chocolate milk, you know.
And then I was looking up online about the products or like other jobs and shit, bro. And
Yeah.
they fucking they are like desperate for people to just do general labor, and that's cool. But they're paying them pretty decently if you were to live on the street, like you know those like day workplaces.
Yeah.
It would be pretty decent for the day.
I saw McDonald's was paying $18 an hour.
Damn, dude.
The one near I-225, I think it's on 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on Colfax. It's on 6, I think. Near 225, dude. 18 an hour. And I was like, oh.
I wonder. Like that's got to be the guy that's going to be partying until he's like 60.
Really?
I don't know, man. I just feel like that would be the kind of guy or chick that would like
Dude, I
down to keep that as a career.
got a feeling that like inflation's gonna get so bad, dude. That's just gonna shake everything up, you know?
Yeah, and it could. What they'd say 40% of all the money that's ever been printed.
80%, dude.
It's
Because they
80
printed out 40% in 2020 and another 40% in 2021, or like 70 something. Maybe it was like 30.
That's so much, bro.
So,
Dude,
you
you do your own research, but yeah,
have you like the dollar menu went away in the last 2 years?
yeah,
Like that didn't just happen. That happened. Like there's no more dollar menu.
yeah, that's true.
A McChicken's $1.89, dude.
Yeah, and they try to get you to spend like $10 to get like $8 worth of like cheap stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm good.
They have that breakfast box at McDonald's, and it's like 4 sandwiches, 4 hash browns
Yeah,
for like $10.
yeah.
It's like they're
Well,
cutting
you
into
got
their
two friends, you know.
yeah, exactly. If you got 2 friends, otherwise that's the meal. That's the food
Yeah.
for the week or for the day.
Yeah.
You know. Do you feel like if you were to get poor, you would be able to adapt?
I don't think I would have a choice, you know. I think I would adapt. Like if I were to lose all this stuff, I'd probably just fucking head back home, get a job at a beef plant, you know, and then just like
They hire anybody.
yeah, and then just start my life over, yo.
Mm-hmm.
If I was healthy, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
if I
'cause you're
wasn't healthy, I might have to move back in with mama, you know.
Yeah, your health would be your first important.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta stay.
Well,
on.
what if you didn't have all those options and you were going to be poor here in Denver? Do you think you could like?
Be poor at Denver?
Yeah.
That'd be tough, man. Because you would have to do day labor, and then you would have to get a temp job, And then while you're at the temp job, you have to be applying for regular jobs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All the while, like, living on the street's probably going to be hard.
That would
You know?
also be if the economy's good to be able to get another
Yeah,
job.
that's true.
You know, that's all that. That's what I was thinking. I was just like, a lot. You know, I heard that California ran out of U-Hauls at one point
Yeah.
from people moving out. I think that's what it'd be kind of like. It'd be like everybody would be like, "Oh fuck, I can't live here anymore." You know.
Oh, that ain't going to happen, dude.
And then
It would be, you know, they built this thing called Seam, which is like on the farthest reaches of Aurora, near like this reservoir, and they're gonna be like, oh, that's the new central location. So like, so they have like north, satellite, central, and south. So they built a fourth place, and they go, oh, this is gonna be. They're going to rename it Central because in a couple years, or like they said in 10 years, that's going to be the new central part of Aurora. So they're predicting that it's going to double in size in 10 years. You know?
damn, really?
Yeah.
Aurora specifically.
Aurora, yeah. Because like if you look at our map, this is all like I work there, so this might be just their propaganda. But they're like, this is the only way you can expand is out east. You know?
That's the argument then.
Yeah.
With it, they're just kind of like, you can't go anywhere else. This is going to be it, and it just makes sense that everything else is going to go right into this spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, and so Aurora was just buying all this land from these farmers, you know, whenever they can, and then they're just developing houses.
No shit.
Yeah. And we got so much houses, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Well, isn't Aurora like Colorado's third biggest city?
Yeah.
And
second
biggest? It's
we
like
have like 400,000 residents or something like that.
damn, for real.
Well, hold on. You want to know what? Let's Google this.
Yeah. Because I know Denver has like over 1 million,
Yeah.
and then Colorado Springs is like 1 million, isn't it? Or like 800.
Yeah. No, like 300,000.
300,000 for CO or CS?
So, Colorado city by population. All right, so this is according to Colorado demographics. First one's Denver was 715,000.
Damn.
Second one's Colorado Springs was 748,000. Oh, I was wrong. Third one's Aurora with 386,000.
With all the people moving here, and then the people that don't want to move back to their hometowns, they'll definitely buy properties in other cities. I mean, think about all the people that work in Thornton, that live in Thornton, and work in Denver, you know?
Yeah. In the last 10 years, Denver has increased by 25% in population, Colorado Springs 16%, and Aurora 20%. And the fastest growing population is Greeley. Ugh. Why would you want to live there?
Cheap house, being there early, I guess.
All right, yeah. Let's see here. But yeah, man, fucking interesting. Fort Collins is number 4. Wow. I'll sit here and stare at the maps all day. But yeah, it's interesting seeing the world change. You know, now's a great time for our sponsor, which is Coca-Cola, because it's delicious. They're not sponsoring me, but if you want to, like, you definitely can. Let's see here. Financial freedom is so important. Trying to get outside of being poor. Asbestos is dangerous as fuck. Utah's crazy. Fucking the food industry is fascinating. That's it. I basically summed up 14, 15 episodes of Rootin' Tootin'. Let's see here. I'm gonna get a dishwasher. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But hey, anyways, guys, I'm just gonna pause it because I'm just rambling. I'll wait for my partner to come back. Okay, dude. I want to know about this convoy.
Oh yeah, so definitely do your own research.
Rubber duck.
Yeah, it's surface.
it's this very surface level, but the implications are huge. So the Prime Minister of Canada said that they're going to be requiring a vax mandate for the truckers. Now, there's a bunch of truckers that just go back and forth from the United States to Canada. They were against the Canadian mandates.
Yeah.
Because the United States has their own mandate, so that they're working on. And now, with the strength of this Canadian convoy of people protesting and peaceful protesting, they're really trying to pretend like nothing's happening to like the food prices.
Yeah.
Or like people panicking that they're not going to get their stuff.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to downplay it as like it's an American convoy causing this, but it's on both sides. Anyway,
Yeah.
so there's like they're trying to make it that it's only like a mile long. It's 45 miles long right now.
And they're just driving, or they're
And
stopped?
They're driving and stopping in cities and then honking for a day.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy, yeah.
Wow.
Honking and like fighting for the cause. But
Dude, filling up at that gas station would be a pain in the ass.
dude, imagine so then GoFundMe raised a bunch of money. Well, a lot of people raised $5 million for them.
Wow.
5 million, bro. Like that's a lot of money. And then GoFundMe was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we can't do that." And then they just like held off the money.
Really?
And they were like, "What the fuck?" And then they got a hold of like GoFundMe representative. Representative was like, "I'm sorry, but we just need more information on how this is going to be dispersed, so we don't have like some sort of scam." Boom, they get the money back. So now they have enough money to be downtown for like 2 years.
Oh, they fucked up.
Yeah, they could be downtown for 2 years
They
protesting in Canada.
Oh my goodness!
then-
I'm gonna Google this. Real
It's
quick.
pretty cool.
I didn't even know this was going on.
Yeah, well, it's just like it's
My
like
world's so small, dude.
the mandate. They're trying to make it like it's tiny. You know that the biggest convoy that ever existed before this was like only 2 miles long.
Trucker convoy. What the fuck?
But they're making it seem like, oh, it's just a bunch of bigots doing it, And instead of like,
Dude, the news media is so bullish.
dude, their narrative is cracking so hard. It's great actually, because now people will not be. How many people do you know that got Omicron that thought they were going to get Omicron, and then they got it, but they weren't even really sick. You know?
Yeah.
Like how many people there's definitely people that got sick, but like the narrative's definitely cracking.
Swastikas on display.
Exactly. Yeah, that's that's what they call a Fed post.
But over here, they have the Mexican, American, and Canadian flag on this picture of this convoy.
Yeah. It could be the Feds.
I don't know, man. That's weird.
Yeah, dude. But it's like so like out of the 45 miles of trucks, 2 trucks have bad opinions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just watching it.
No,
Yeah.
it's interesting. So they're honking all day and night, like wherever they went, and they went to Ottawa
Yeah.
and stuff. And
Is
they
that the capital?
No, I think Toronto is.
I would drive straight to fucking Thoreau's house,
Uh-huh.
and I would just surround him.
Yeah.
Just go, bam, bam.
Well, he'd let you kill him. You know that? That's one of his like famous quotes: "Is if your enemy kills you, you win."
Okay.
That's one of it. No, if you kill your enemy, he wins. I think is what it is. It's like
I would not say that at all.
he's fucking nuts.
I would never
dude.
hurt. First of all, I would never hurt the Canadian Prime Minister, but I will stand outside of his house and honk a horn. Bah,
Dude, I
bah.
imagine Canadian SWAT just shows up and just fucks you up right here.
I mean, they could just ask me to leave, and I'd probably do that. But still, I'd be bomb, bomb. That dude ain't sleeping, nor his neighbors. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. It's just
Yeah.
again and again, just torture, telling them that like they're not going to rest, And I think it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting just because like Canada's supposed to be, hey, we listen to everybody, but the first thing they do is throw the shit, the bigot shit at them.
That was weird.
They don't, instead of like listening to what they actually say, because they're making it seem like, oh, they're against, children's vax mandates. They're just against it for like the truckers specifically. That's the whole thing. But you know how it is like when the protest gets thrown up, it's like
They did that same thing with like, other protest groups. You can't really trust the news, man.
Exactly, bro.
You know?
Exactly.
It's so frustrating.
Well, they took everybody's attention, right? They like grabbed the camera and like shook it right in front of themselves and like, look, the world's ending. That's kind of what when I saw that, I was like, oh, this guy is acting. He's just, they're not.
I did say that. I watched this girl. Her name's like Megan Markey or something like that. She not the president, but or not the she's not the girl who married Prince Harry, but another girl. She like talked about stocks, and I was like, I'm selling it all. The sky's falling because you know how like the market's kind of been down. You know,
Yeah.
the world's ending, like as a joke. You know, but but these news people do it for real. You know,
Every day.
every day. It's just you can't trust it. I kind of like being unplugged, dude, and just finding shit
It is
out.
not, dude. Video games are a great way to be unplugged.
Oh god, dude, I'll spend hours doing this, leveling up my baseball character that doesn't even fucking matter. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it's enjoyable, therapeutic.
Yeah.
You know, you're not like a fucking blender. You know, you don't just plug it in and then you have modes. It's like blender needs to get greased. You know,
Yeah.
it needs a checkup every now and then.
Yeah.
But
Oh, dude, I gotta change my spark plugs. Yo, so I filled up my car, right? Or it's not really my car; it's my mom's car. I filled it up, and it took a while to start. I was like, "Oh, that's odd." And then I was driving it, and it was having trouble accelerating. You know,
yeah,
and then it just shut off in the middle of like a street. You know.
that's fucking shitty.
Yeah, so I was talking to some dude, and some dude was like, "Oh, it's your alternator." Another dude was like, "Oh, it might be your spark plugs in the ignition coil," you know? Mm-hmm. It took a long time to start, you know? And then someone was like, "Oh, it might be your fuel pump because it happened right after filling up, and then you had trouble accelerating, and they shut off automatically if something goes wrong," you know? Mm-hmm. So I had like 3 different answers, and I've been driving my car, or my mom's car, and it feels fine. Mm-hmm. And it happened right after I filled up. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to replace the alternator at 150,000 miles anyways.
Yeah,
Same thing with the fuel pump.
yeah.
You know? But the fuel pump's in the fucking fuel tank. You know?
Oh, it's like one of those plastic ones that are inside the tank. Oh, I
it's
fucking
inside
hate
the
those.
fucking fuel tank.
Oh, dude, you have to drop the tank. You have to lift the car, drop the tank. Oh, it's a pain.
Dude, you're going to be seeing me just out in my fucking front yard with my shirt off, just cussing, screaming, throwing stuff.
Beers.
Yeah.
Empty beer cans.
Just, I'd be like that shitty
Screaming
neighbor.
at the kids that are just like on their skateboard.
Dude, I saw my neighbor working on his car. I didn't say what's up to him, didn't say hi to him, walked right past him, because I know that fucking look of working on your car. And
Don't fucking look at me or
being,
bother me.
Being just irritated,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't say shit. I just assume everybody's in that mode if they're working on their car.
It's very similar to the I'm hungry look too.
Yeah.
I'm fucking starving.
And then like when it gets cold out and they're still working on their car, you know they're not working on their car because they want to, you know?
right, they're doing it because like shit.
I got to get to work tomorrow. I got to figure this out.
I told my mom I'd have it ready by the blank, you know, or some shit like that.
Oh.
That shit sucks. It's like just pay for the Uber for that day, damn. like
See, you're smart, dude.
pay for your mom's Uber or whatever that day.
Yeah.
And then work on the car in peace, you know? Because I don't know, dude. You know how it is, like the surgeon. Like you don't want a shaky hand surgeon, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want him to be like, "Fuck, I'm trying to catch up on my sleep," and then he slams coffee first thing in the morning.
Or
And he drinks too
fucking
many on an empty stomach.
Half
and,
the
like,
mechanics, dude, can't control themselves and just beat shit up. You know?
dude.
You know what I'm saying? Just
How
lose
bad
their...
was it? How bad is it to get car work done in Kansas?
I do it myself. I don't trust those motherfuckers.
I don't trust a lot of these motherfuckers either. I just want them to be honest, you know.
Nothing wrong with car guys or whatever, but I feel that I have the skill level that I can YouTube all that shit. You know. So if I can YouTube all that shit, I ain't fucking. Oh, I didn't drive it down to Kansas. I got to rent a car. I rented a car to drive down to Kansas.
Oh, that's cool.
You know? That was just because I was like, oh, I don't need to worry. But I didn't realize how much it was, dude. It was like for 3 days, it was like almost $300. Yeah. I was like, it didn't even hit me.
Did you sleep in your car or did you get to sleep at people's houses?
I slept at a hotel because I was, you know.
I like to be by myself, bro. It's a
Yeah.
lot of good me time spent in a hotel, bro. A lot of good me time.
Yeah, dude.
We don't have to elaborate what that means to you, dude.
I was watching the football game, you know, trying to see what's on sports, you know?
Staying off the PPVs.
Yeah.
PPV.
Yeah, dude. Just sitting there. Yeah, and you all know what, man? I kind of like driving as long as it's like under an hour, you know?
It's not terrible.
But driving like with like little traffic, you know? It's kind of nice. If there's no cars in front of me, I'll drive for like 2-3 hours. Just be happy as shit, you know?
Yeah. But with traffic.
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Bro, if I hit every light, I don't get like mad. I just start like the little snowball rolling down the hill, and it just like everything else starts to just pick at me, where it's like bad timing. This is just bad timing, and it just.
Dude,
I don't know. I don't get like mad like in the sense that I freak out.
I just hear my
I'd,
brother.
like need a minute after that. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, dude, I get so angry, dude. All I hear is like my brother's voice, William, just like, oh God, I get so fucking angry.
Yeah, I'd get.
I'm like, oh,
Hey, Bertsy. That's the one I'd get. And fucking, I wouldn't get mad. I'd be like, look over my shoulder with the.
call triple.
What? You know?
Oh, dude. One time he was telling me to call AAA.
Why?
I had to change the battery, you know, because I was a bonehead. I left my car on for 24 hours, you know.
Yeah.
And I ran out of gas and ran out of power because I fucking fell asleep, you know.
Okay.
Okay. So I was like, all right. So I went, got a new rode my bicycle, got a new battery, you know.
Yeah.
And then I went back and I could have Ubered, you know. That would have been $12, but yeah, I had a bicycle.
How long ago was this?
A couple months ago.
A couple months ago.
Yeah.
The laziness really sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
Just.
So I replaced the battery, but I still needed some gas, you know. So like I called them. I go, hey, can you bring me a gas can? You know, I called like 3 or 4 of them. This dude doesn't even bring a gas can. Just comes over to tell me to call AAA.
No.
And I'm like, I'm so irritated. I'm like, you could have just said, I don't have a fucking gas can. And then I'd ride my bicycle to the gas station, buy a gas can there. Because I went there.
Forced over the $20.
Buy the gas can, fill it up, you know? And then I'd ride my bicycle back, you know?
But he came over to
tell me to call AAA.
Good God, dude.
And I was so irritated. I like, he kept saying it too. And I was like, I'm good. Thanks, man. Thanks. Because I didn't want to be rude and say, get the fuck out of my house. How hard is it to bring a fucking gas can? You know?
Oh, take 2 seconds to think about
Oh my fucking God, bro. You know? I'm mad just
if you want to
thinking
hang
about
out, or if you want to ride to the gas station, I'll come and give it to you. You know?
Yeah.
Like, but he
No,
doesn't
this-
even throw that shit out, huh?
Nah, dude, call AAA. Call AAA.
No, bro. Come on.
William, AAA's free. And I'm just losing my shit. Yo, because I'm replacing a battery as he's fucking talking. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I rode it to the fucking auto boys or whatever.
I don't know why you're mad at me.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, like attitude. Like,
Oh, he didn't even figure it. And I'm working on it. And like, you know, replacing a battery is not difficult, but I'm paying attention, you know, and then like, I'm trying to do my best, you know?
yeah.
And when I'm not good with tools, like it fucks me up, you know?
Yeah.
Like I had
or,
to be-
or if you don't have the exact tool for the exact job, you're like, God, I have to fucking like use these pliers and I don't want to fucking ruin the bolt. And you start
Yeah.
thinking deep in. Yeah, I get that.
And I'm just so irritated. And he's just saying, call AAA, which is like saying I'm a bitch. I can't do this shit. Yo, this is how I'm interpreting it because I'm so fucking mad. And then I go, hey, man, let's go to the gas station. He goes, okay, William. And he knows I hate being called William. And he keeps fucking doing it. Oh, my God, dude. Fucking,
How often do you hang out? Well,
Not very often anymore,
a couple
man.
of times a year?
No, I see him about once a month.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, but god damn it, dude. All you had to do was bring a fucking gas can. And you
Or-
couldn't even
or-
do that right, dude.
There was no concern. It was there to just, I told you so. For
Dude,
like
he
a
just
laugh,
he
you know?
drove all the way over here to tell me. He could have called me and said, "Hey, I'll call AAA." And I would have been like, "No," and I would have got on my bicycle, got gas, and came back. You
And
know?
like, stand right here while I waste your time.
Yeah. And then he just talked to me the whole time. Dude, eventually I lost my shit. I threw my phone and I fucking shattered it. You know?
Shut the fuck up. Like that.
Yeah, dude, I was like, fucking call him. And then he was like, fine, thank you. And then he calls them, and then they're like, oh, yeah, since you're at your house, we're not going to service you. You know?
That's
Oh, my God, man. I was so irritated.
dude. That's
All
hindsight. That's hindsight to being not 2020 for sure. Right there.
All you had to do is bring me a fucking gas can, dude.
Just or ask, what's up, man? Why do you
Yeah.
need a gas can?
Hey, can you bring me a gas can? I'm at my house. You know? And he couldn't fucking do it. There was no community. I called like 3 or 4 people. You know, so to be fair to him, he's the only one who came over. But he came over without a fucking gas can. You know?
I mean, a lie.
And then I swear to fucking God, I went over to where he lives, and I saw like 4 gas cans just sitting back there, and I'm just
full of like fresh gas.
I'm like, no, they were empty.
William.
They were empty, but I was like, I should have called my other brother, you know?
Yeah.
But I hate calling him because he's a different kind of dick, you know?
Yeah.
He'll do that shit and just look like, no, this is how you do it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Doesn't
like,
he becomes the leader of the situation.
Yeah, and he's my little brother, and it fucking pisses me off even more. So I called my older brother, thinking that, you know, he's smart enough he could get a can of gas and bring it over. And if not, just bring over the can.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the gas station, fill it up.
Yeah.
But anyways, ended up driving a gas case and filling up like a 1 gallon, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because that's the only thing they had was the 1 gallon version. Put it in, fill it up.
How far was the gas station?
It's just like a couple blocks
Okay,
over here.
I was for some reason thinking this was still in Kansas. And like,
No, this was here.
like
This is here. I was just fucking irritated.
That still sucks.
Oh, goddamn. All you had to do is bring over a fucking gas can.
Yeah, how hard is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's like my
And then
brothers.
I'm trying not to lose my shit. And my mom's there, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be as polite as fucking possible. But I am losing my goddamn mind. You know?
Yeah, you're like 2 seconds away from a backhand cross.
Oh, dude, I was about to fucking... I threw my phone in frustration, shattered. I missed a phone call to go to a water break, you know? Like,
fuck.
so I had to deal with that in the morning, you know?
God damn it.
I was so mad. And then I just hear his voice, no one to blame but yourself, you know? Oh, God.
It's like a zoom in scene from Ren and Stimpy where they zoom in on your face and it's just like, I've had it, but it's all detailed,
man.
you know? That's what I'm imagining right now.
Oh, dude. I'm not going to invite him over ever again. Like, I'm so angry at him. I'm like, oh, my goodness.
All my brothers, when they don't get along, they instantly fight. All of them. And it's like dumb fights.
We'll hurt each other now, you know?
Yeah, so you're kind of like, you don't want to fight. You just, it's like, swing at me, bro, so I can hit you.
No. I didn't even say anything.
It wasn't like that. You sure he didn't come over to just start some shit?
I swear to God, he might have. He might have, because he brought my mom, you know, and I'm not going to fucking yell at my mom. But
that's what happened to my brother, my younger brother.
Really?
Same, very similar thing. My older brother and my
older brothers are fucking dumb.
My oldest brother was supposed to hang out with my mom, and my brother was supposed to take her to lunch. So instead of like meeting him in this middle, they went to the park together with my nephews.
Yeah.
And my brother's new girlfriend.
Yeah.
And instead of like getting over some old fight they had, my one brother comes in with a huff puff attitude, and then my other brother comes in like too friendly, you know, and even then like it was one of those things where he's like, he could have, so like he goes and says, my younger brother says, how's it going? And then my older brother goes, it's good. Remember what happened last time? Like instantly,
God.
Kind of thing, at like, you know, that kind of vernacular.
Yeah.
And then my other brother's like instantly back, you know, like, yeah, but this time I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, it's always like, it's like, and then before that, I knew my other brother got a fight with my other brother, and it was just like, we will never talk again, like that kind of attitude. But we've had like 4 family pictures since, and nothing's happened. But it's always like they're there for a second, they never see each other, and they both leave.
Really? It's that bad?
It's bad, dude.
Wow. I wonder what happened.
Just, I don't know. I hate that the being fiercely independent or fiercely like, you know, masculine is good, because it makes you blaze your own trail, but then it's like it's also shitty because you can't hear anybody else's point of view ever.
Also, you know, even though my brother, what he did to me was pretty shitty, you know?
Yeah.
I just know I'm never gonna call him for help again, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm probably not gonna invite him over to my house. God damn, what an idiot! To bring me a fucking gas can. God damn.
Had literally nothing better to do.
Oh man. And then like, I tell him, And then, like, I don't know. If I were to bring it up to him, it'd fucking hurt him, you know? Because I'd just be like, what, you can't bring a fucking gas can?
How come you can't think past 10 seconds?
Oh, my goodness.
Just bring me a gas can.
You couldn't just fucking tell me, hey, I don't know where a gas can is? You
While he
know?
looks at 4 of them behind him.
Yeah. Oh, God, dude. When I walked in, they were right there. They were in the upper corner. And there was like two on the floor. And I'm like, you're so fucking stupid.
It's crazy that you guys are so nice to each other. You still went to his house.
Yeah, I don't tell him this, but this is what I think. You know, like I don't tell him what I really think.
This is our therapy podcast.
Oh God, dude, I'm still angry about it, man.
Hey, get it off your chest.
Because I was thinking about it on the whole fucking ride over as soon as I hit.
Bro,
traffic.
it could be the cigarettes.
Oh God,
It could be the cigarettes just trying to get you to.
It could be the lack of cigarettes.
Yeah, it could be those trying to get. Dude, that's what alcohol does. Alcohol
Really?
does the same thing, very similar. It'll make you just be like, "How dare they blank?"
Really?
Or something like that, and then it'll be like, "You need a drink," and then you just crack. You know?
Wow.
Or it'll be like, "Dude, what are you doing? That would be so much fun. Why don't you have a drink? Come on."
Yeah.
You know, and then, if I'm like true story, when I quit, like 2 weeks later, I was working in a deli, and then this dude with like an itinerary of stuff that was printed out on paper and like his cell phone, and then he had like 2 like video vixen chicks with him that were like in their sweats, you know?
Yeah.
And but you could tell that they were different. They weren't like normal. It was just like a weird place to be, especially in a deli. And then he asked me to make this meat plate for this artist I know and I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And he had a small show, and he's like, "Oh, this is for that artist." And I was like, "No fucking way." And he's like, "Yeah, this is for him." And then he goes and shows me his email, and it's like from arabmusic@gmail or something.
Yeah.
You know, like at the time I basically verified it, and it felt like it could have been real, or it could have been fake. It could have been one really elaborate way to get a deli plate. But I'm just gonna go with this. And he goes and says, he goes, I just need something to be made today for this artist. And I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah. And then, he verifies it. I'm like, you know what? There's nothing to do. I really like that guy. So I'm just going to do it. And I went and made the plate for him.
Did you charge him?
Yeah, I did. I charged him.
Okay.
I didn't give it for free, but I gave it to 2 plates. I hooked them up with the meat and shit. So they were pretty heavy. And then, this is, like I said, 2 weeks after I quit drinking, and I'm still feeling like shit, but I'm like just doing it. I'm like doing it. And this guy, he goes, "Hey man, that was really cool of you. Thank you for all this. Here's my card. You let me know when you're off, and I can get you in, and you can meet him." And I was like, "No fucking way."
That's cool.
But what I read in the itinerary was it was like 10 blunts. We are 10 blunts, champagne, all kinds of like beer, beers, ice, hose. It said
Hose with a
it
question
said, like,
mark.
escorts.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, escorts.
Good for him.
And then it said like another drugs.
Yeah.
And that's what it said, but you could tell it was like probably cocaine or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, and you can meet him.
This artist sounds cool as
Arab music.
Oh my goodness.
And so that was on the itinerary. So he was like, "Oh, come visit, and you can drink and possibly party with Arab music for building his deli platter or something, you know?"
Oh my
And
goodness.
like I said, I don't know if this is true or anything, like in the sense that I don't know if he's telling the truth, but from like I was very
Dude, that does
distrusting.
Okay, but that still sounds fun as fuck.
Right. So right after work, I'm having to take the bus, and I don't drink anymore. And normally I stop by the liquor store this way. I take another route, and I'm walking towards where he said it would probably be, and call him, and I text him, and no reply.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, basically.
Because
otherwise, it would have been a different train, right? I would have been passed out in the gutter.
It would have been a couple months before you got better.
Finally, yeah. And that was like, I don't know, like close to Halloween. And like Halloween was a hard one for me to not get blackout drunk on.
Yo, that's tough.
That's crazy. but that's the thing. It's like sometimes that's the whole time you're sitting there and you think, you're like, oh, I need to justify fucking my life up.
Thinking that guy was bullshit, you know?
Uh-huh.
Fucking helped you a lot, dude. You know?
Yeah, but it also gave me evidence to like want to go. You know,
dude, it wouldn't have taken much convincing, probably.
exactly,
Dude, I'm so glad that dude didn't answer his phone.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
You should have seen these ladies. They were wide hipped, tall, small waist.
Yeah.
Like just like, what the fuck are you doing in, you know? And you know,
You
like
could be fucking a bigger artist.
you could be. That's what I thought. Yeah. No, I was just like, you're wearing all that because they were wearing like tons of makeup up top,
Yeah.
but they had like sweats on, and then it made sense. Maybe they were in a dressing room, you know, and then they were getting like the first part of their makeup ready before they go out to do the show or something. You know?
Okay.
So then when he said the whole, like, I really broke this down. Like, he was in a wheelchair and stuff, and I was like, what does he gain from any of this? Nothing really, you know. So I was like, he's just being nice. So then, and then also, the itinerary was like 4 pages, and it was like an introduction.
The guy who was
He's the one that like procured all
fixer?
the shit. Yeah, the fixer.
I mean, there's probably a better term.
Yeah, producer possibly or something.
Yeah.
Handler.
Showrunner.
Showrunner, yeah. He showed me his email, and then he gave me a card with his email on it.
Yeah.
And then I went to his office later to see where he was, and I talked to him. I don't think he remembered me after that.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
But that's cool.
He
like,
meets like all these people probably.
exactly. So, but there's that, and then like he's like, oh yeah, and I was like, dude, he's like, oh, you really like that? You like Arab music? Because he said it like that. He's like, that's the artist's name. He's a Honduran DJ.
Yeah.
But he plays really good music, and it's just he does really good remixes to stuff.
Yeah.
But and I was like, yeah, I fucking love Mount Eden, and
You start naming off the hits.
naming off some hits.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, yeah, well this is for that guy, man. And I'm like, no fucking way. He could totally been playing me, bro. Like,
Yeah, he probably was doing it for another artist.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But how would he have called the one niche artist? Because I don't love all the artists. Like, how would he have? That's the thing.
He
me.
reads people, dude. He fucking reads people.
He saw my bit ass nails, and he's just like, this guy likes Honduran electronic
This
music.
big ass Guatemalan dude.
Yeah. He doesn't look quite
he's
Mexican.
He's one of those central people. He's one of those jungle people.
I'll ask him if he likes his tamales with plantains, you know, and like see if he finishes my sentence.
Plantains.
Do you like it with corn husks? You know, like see what they say.
Do you like it with corn? Or do they really do it with plantains?
Yeah, they do with plantain leaves, banana leaves.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in Central America, they steam them with
I just thought it was corn the whole way.
No,
Wow.
corn is like, yeah, it's definitely regional. Like Mexico does corn and corn leaves, the husk.
Yeah.
And then it's still with corn, the maize, the cooking stuff, but they steam it in is in a banana leaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Gotta learn some. Wow, you can really judge somebody by their tamales. Be like, is that
You really can. Like, if you tell me about okay, how about tell me about one of your neighbors' tamales, and I'll tell you how long they've been in the country.
Okay. So it came in tinfoil, but it was wrapped.
Okay.
It was wrapped in a corn husk. Yo.
A whole corn husk, or just like a couple of pieces?
Might have been a couple pieces.
Okay.
It wasn't a whole one.
Okay.
It was like 2 or 3 pieces.
So some of the corn was stuck to the aluminum.
No. It was just the husk.
Uh-huh.
The husk was like, some of the corn was stuck to the husk.
Okay.
You know, but none of it was stuck to the aluminum.
Okay.
And he gave it to me on New Year's. He gave me a plate, and he gave me my other neighbor a plate.
Did he give you sauce with it? Salsa or anything?
No, he didn't.
Okay. So he probably sells them for a living.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, aluminum. You only need the corn husk is only to give it the look that it's a corn husk, like that look. But most of the people just need to be able to see like 1 or 2 pieces, and then they're good to eat it. Because if you make it with like a tiny strip of it, people are like, oh, that wasn't steamed right. Even though you get the same effect, because the aluminum is a better medium for cooking the tamales.
Oh my fucking god!
But the corn is what sells it to people. Otherwise, it'd look nasty without the corn.
I always thought it was like a biodegradable wrapper. You know?
I mean, even then, it takes what, 5 years to break down a corn husk?
Really?
I think it's like annoying. I don't know.
But 5 years is better than like
10,000.
Yeah, with plastic.
That's true. Or aluminum never.
Really?
I don't think aluminum does it? Does it break down through
I mean,
rusting?
that's true. I've seen aluminum beer cans, digging up at a fucking airline or a water line,
Yeah.
and we pulled out, and there's like tons and tons of beer cans,
No way.
and like there's yeah, it was for like an asbestos line, so like you don't ever want to just dig into an asbestos line,
Right.
Because even if you just nick the side, it's kind of a big deal. So you have like a water sucker, a vac truck, and you hose it, and it kept going. We're like, what the fuck is that? And there was all these beer cans right next to the asbestos line, dude.
Like somebody just buried them?
No, like they were drinking when they installed it. It just left a bunch of beer cans in the pit, dude.
No way.
That's yeah.
Like what? How old? The asbestos? I mean,
50, 60 years, dude.
no shit.
Like the 70.
You should keep some of those.
I should have.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
What brand?
I think it was like the old school Budweiser before Bud Light.
With the tab? With the tab
where you
pull?
pulled it off.
No shit.
Yeah, not even Coors. You think they
Doesn't it make you want to hold on to some old shit sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, like I think that shit's cool. I went through an antique store and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this shit's nice. I don't know.
If you get like a decent antique and you redo it,
I want an ugly ass couch, dude. Like one from like the 70s.
like with like the flower pattern or what?
Yeah, dude. Like a
short velvet.
Like that velvet yellow. Like just an ugly ass
Oh
couch.
yeah, it's like an amber bronze.
Yeah, dude.
Or it's like butter. It's like yellow, butter yellow.
But with the floral pattern,
Yeah, and then a couple of crests.
Yeah.
Flowers and crests.
And then like a shitty ass type of like brown carpet or something like that. Like, I think
long
that,
brown carpet on amber lights.
yeah, I think that shit looks tight as fuck, dude.
It looks comfy.
I want like a little McDonald's ashtray,
The McDonald's ashtray.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
And then like your VR headset next to you.
Yeah. Because
then-
I'd be living in two different worlds, dude.
Well, that's enough internet for me, and you get off and you're in your 80s building, in your 80s room or something.
Oh, dude, I would love. You know how Futurama? Have you ever seen that episode of Futurama where Fry lives like it's the 90s?
Oh, and
I want to do that so fucking bad, dude. I want to have a room just dedicated with VHSs,
that'd be cool, bro.
and just like make it look like an old ass, video rental store.
There's a place on Broadway. I think it's called like Totally 80s or Totally 90s or something, and it's like that, bro. It's fucking weird.
Really? I want to check it out.
Yeah, you have to. I was gonna say if you wanted some inspiration, go there and take a look because
What's
they-
it called?
it's like Totally 80s. I
All
think
right.
it's next to a bakery called Azúcar.
Okay.
Okay, but
Asuka.
and Azúcar. Okay, another fun fact there. That's the bakery, I believe, that they said they didn't want to make that cake for that gay couple.
Really?
Yeah. But it was really because that gay couple went to like 10 other bakeries and the other ones were like, yeah, sure. And they wanted to find the place that would say no. And, And they were like, and then that's the ones they took to the Supreme Court.
Really?
That's crazy how
Wow.
they're still in business. They were somehow still able to stay in business.
Supreme Court.
Make that fucking cake.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
Really?
Make that fucking cake.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, whatever. It's just like, what a dumb idea to not make it. Why do you hate money? You know, like that's the one
Yeah.
thing. But they didn't go to a Muslim bakery and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. But yeah. Anyway, right next to it, Totally 80s or something like that. I think is what it's called. And then, bro, I had a dream today. When I woke up, I was walking like. So it's kind of like a mossy green forest near dusk.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and it's bright.
Like
There's
Land Before Time type of vibe.
very like a lot of peat moss.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm walking, and then there's like orange and black circles that are furry looking, just like the peat moss, but like black and furry.
Man, you better fucking run. Them shits are poisonous.
So, bro, they started like coming up. And they were orangutans.
What the
And I was like, "What
fuck?"
Yeah, it was crazy. They would like pop up like they would just pop up and they'd be orangutans and they were in like crazy dream detail. And I'm like, I'm not walking anywhere near these.
Yeah.
So I'm like avoiding big ass trees and shit. And
Yeah, dude, I would have went the complete opposite
bro,
way.
I had only one path, I guess, and I kept doing that, and I was
That's true.
freaked out. And then I got closer to a bunch of trees, and there's no big space. And then on the trees, there were like dark rings too. And I'm like, okay, things are.
This
coming
is
out.
your fucking ancestor, dude.
This is my ancestor.
This
yeah.
is like some fucking DNA. You ever like? I knew a little kid. He never seen a snake before, and he saw a rubber snake, and he was fucking terrified. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like that shit was genetic.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that was
yeah.
in him.
Yeah.
This is that fucking snake story, dude.
Dude,
So you saw the dark rings of the forest.
and they had eyes in them, and then they would come out but they would come out like spaghetti, you know. They wouldn't come out like hands or anything. It would just be freaky. So it was less scary than the orangutans coming out of the things. And I just remember it being like 5 different colors, the whole thing, and I kind of want to draw it. And I don't know if this happens to you, but when you wake up, if you look at like a tile or a piece of wood or something, you'll see a face.
Yeah.
Like right when you wake up.
Okay. Yeah.
You ever have that?
I've done it where like I've stared at a wall and I've made a face out of like a plug or something like that.
I'm talking like
Not a real face though.
it's not like hard to see him. I don't know. When I take off my glasses, you know how like it's kind of like magic eye.
Yeah.
You know how like all of a sudden you can start just imagining whatever.
Yeah.
If you really put your brain to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I wake up, it's like everything looks like there's a black cat laying down. If it's a black shirt or like a dark shirt, it looks like a black cat.
Oh my god, dude, I've done that and like I thought there was like a fucking
dog or some shit. Yeah.
And then it turned out to just be a pile of dirty ass clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been instantly think that.
Yeah.
That shit still happens to me, and it's the most annoying thing.
Dude, that sounded fucking terrifying.
The orangutan thing was freaky because it's like they're.
Dude, the tree thing sounds worse. It's like they would get you and it just hold you there.
And just.
It'd be like Yu Yu Hakusho with that fucking demon tree.
Yeah, the tree just bends down and just eats you like a demon's flytrap, or like smashes you and scrapes it up into a hole in its mouth, in its face.
Or it's just sticky and you're stuck there, and the more you fight, the more you get stuck.
Oh, you're the bait for like a spider.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw. Oh man.
Or something that it wants to eat. I don't know, dude. Getting eaten's fucking terrifying. But
yeah, it is. Well, bears eat you ass first. They'll eat your organs and sponsored by
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. This guy, like Winnie the Pooh.
How was that, honey? Oh, Jesus.
We'll hopefully be streaming more. My guy here is gonna get a streaming bundle and card and stuff, and we'll be online. We'll be able to do more of this shit.
Dude, I say we just fucking do this all video, you know? Dude, we should stream it live, the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We might say something dumb.
I don't care, man. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I was like remember, like I think our second episode, we were like I'm done apologizing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna withhold things, and then I'm gonna also
I
deeply distort everything I talk about.
I might wear like a face mask, like I give a shit about COVID, but really it's just I don't want people recognizing me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
So like I gotta get my hair so where like they can't recognize that I have long hair. You know, I might wear a beanie.
Yeah.
You know?
That means we're gonna have to be way more expressive with our eyes. Get ready.
Yeah.
Did you do impersonations? This is my impersonation of a sty popping. You know. This guy.
All right, I'll stop farting in the mic. Well, all right,
That's
man.
your mic now. Write your name on that.
Yeah. It is
Behringer.
Oh my. Gotta mark it right now.
Dude, you know Gigi Allen? You know Gigi Allen?
Yeah.
I guess he would he would bring his own mic.
Yeah, really?
You know, because he was a disgusting fuck. You know who
he
that
would-
is? Yeah, you know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would put the mic up his ass and then sing into it after.
Oh.
He would barf on people. He would physically fight
he
people and
hits
shit.
people and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one thing that was nice about him is he always brought his own mic.
That is very polite of him.
Despite all the other shit.
Oh, he's a terrible human being, but he had some decent etiquette.
There was some
he
sort
probably did his stage time perfectly, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he just got off air, just like, and scene. And like bows like covered in blood.
And your next bad, PV2.
I'll be selling merchandise by the door, some shit like that.
Yeah, he's all professional. But all right, man, I want to go chill. All right, brother, it's been rootin'.
Tootin'.
All right, have a good time.